I should have protected them.
We're family. We have to stick together.
You have a plan?
Fresh off his role as James Bond in Quantum of Solace, Daniel Craig plays another kind of hero in Defiance. He plays one of 4 brothers who start a community in the woods for Jews during their persecution by the Nazis in World War II. In the forests of Poland, they build a village and join Russian resistance fighters. Craig talked about the story and his character.
Well, Tuvia Bielski is one of 4 brothers who's Belarusian, which is Belarus is near Poland and sort of Eastern Central Europe, and it's the beginning of the Second World War, and they have their families killed, they're wiped out, and so is most of their community because they're Jewish, and it's the beginning of the Holocaust. So they run away, basically run into the forest to survive, he and his brothers, and they end up taking revenge on the local population. They take revenge. They start sort of a pocket of resistance to fight the German army, sort of with guerrilla tactics. But in the process, people start leaving the ghetto, and they start coming into the forest because they hear about these brothers that are surviving, these Jewish brothers, and Tuvia's and his brothers are given no choice. They have to sort of begin this community, start this community, because these are non-fighters. They're women and children. They're elderly people. And they survived the war. They survived the war for 4 years in the forest. Not only did they survive, they create a community.
Craig discussed the difference playing a fictional hero and playing Bielski, a real-life hero.
That's what I always sort of is interesting, is that the sort of where the sort of the word hero. He's a true life figure that did an incredibly heroic act that is much more complicated than just sort of one act of heroism. He actually, what occurred was just extraordinary on so many levels, because I think there were bad things done by these brothers. I think they committed crimes, but in reaction to what happened to them. But the fact of it is that 1,200 people walked out of this forest at the end of the war and survived. So that's the sort of the act of heroism. I mean, the pressure on is and doing a part like that is just to absorb as much of it as you can, to understand the character, to know as much about the character as you possibly can, and then interpret it and just sort of say, this is the story. Because obviously it's a condensed story. It's about, it's a 2-hour film, and it happens over a 4-year period. So we're condensing an awful lot into a small space of time.
Defiance stars Liv Schreiber and Jamie Bell as Craig's brothers.
It is impossible!
Nothing is impossible. What we all have done is impossible.